Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. As all eyes turn to Pakistan's elections, a new book by the assassinated former Prime Minister Benazair Bhutto is providing some intriguing revelations. Ms. Bhutto, who finished writing the book just days before she was killed, says she knew who was plotting her death long before she returned from an 8-year exile. Her family say the publication's about everything her killers could never understand: democracy, tolerance, rationality, hope, and above all, the true message of Islam. Her reporters say no one can bridge the gap between East and West as she could have done. Well, Ayaz in Qatar writes to say he doesn't have much faith in those claims. No one can repair the bridge between East and West. Its root cause is a basic lack of understanding by the West and the Muslim world's thinking that they are here only to safeguard their interests. Johan in India thinks the challenge of bridging the cultural gap is bigger than one person. She was killed by the rulers and people who have a vested interest in continuing the confrontation between the West and East. Her successors can do it only by removing the army from rule. Well, Deborah in the US is hoping a new leader will play a positive role. In relation to what has happened here in America in the last 7 years, I'm hoping a new Democratic president will heal us and the world with us. The ashes of Mahatma Gandhi have finally been scattered over the Arabian Sea. What lessons from this historical leader should we apply to life today? That was our question of the week, and it's prompted a lot of viewer discussion on our YouTube website. Luke in the US sent us a video mail with the lessons he thinks we should value.
What we can learn is that we still have a long way to go in terms of adapting to the earth and becoming more equilibrial amongst ourselves and more respectful to each other's sovereign countries. I think that's what we can learn from Mahatma Gandhi.
Well, a US viewer going by the name Vincent Blue Gray remembers the leader's example. The self-sacrifice in order to better the world, tolerance instead of bigotry. And in the words of the great man, an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. Let's enjoy independence. That's the message on a newly unfurled Kosovar banner. The region's ethnic Albanian leaders declared independence yesterday, despite fierce opposition from Moscow and Belgrade. Alban Zogjani, the co-owner of the company that designed and printed the flag, said he wanted to provide the people with a symbol of Kosovo.
The whole nation has a joy within, and I'm sure it's going to burst quite soon. A small thing that we could do is to print a banner so that people understand that independence is really coming, and it's not just some illusion.
And that's it for this edition. Next week's question of the week is, how could a new US president help heal rifts created by the current administration's unpopular foreign policy decisions? Please post a video mail or email to our YouTube website and we'll try to get the best ones on the show. And do keep sending in your questions and comments and point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera, and some of the content's been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.